Okay, this problem says find an equation for the ellipse and graph the equation. So I actually started with graphing the points that they told us. The center is at 5, 2, so I did that in blue. The focus is at 13, 2, one of the foci, 13, 2, so I did that in red, and then it contains the point 5, 3, so that one is in green. So the center and the foci are C apart, so automatically I know what C is because I know that each focus is C away from the center, so that tells me C is 8. Also, the focus and the center are on the same major axis. So since these are lined up going horizontal, that tells me my major axis is going to be going left, right, horizontal. So that kind of tells me the general form of the equation I'm going to have. Actually, I won't erase that yet. But since the major axis is horizontal, just like the x-axis, then this general setup of my equation is going to have the a squared underneath the x. If it would have been vertical, then my a squared would have been underneath my y. But it was horizontal, so my a squared needs to be underneath my x term. And so that tells me the general equation that I'm going to go off of, and I put my center in here, 5, 2. So now the only part I need left to fulfill my equation is to figure out what a squared and b squared is. So first of all, I know c is 8, so I'm on my way, and I can use this relationship here. A squared minus b squared is equal to c squared, so c is 8. To find out what b is, it actually is this little green point gives us that clue, because the green point is contained on the ellipse, and since it's directly above the center, that means it must be on the minor axis. And I know the minor axis has a length of b away from the center in each direction. So I actually could draw another one. I know another point of the ellipse would be down here at 5, 0, or not 5, 0, because it's 1 away. 5, 1. And then I could put another vertice over here, but it didn't. I don't need to yet, or foci, but I don't need to yet. Since this was the minor axis going up down here, that tells me what b is. So b is 1. So if I choose b as 1 and c is 8, and I put it in this relationship here, and I get the a alone, I'm going to get a squared equals 65. Take the square root of that, that'll tell me what a is. Basically, that'll tell me how far my vertices are away from the center. But the general form of the equation then, we're going to replace our a squared, replace our b squared. A squared will be 65, b squared will be 1, so we don't really need to write over 1. I think the final answer just wrote it like this. And then you would pick the graph that matches it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit.